What if I told you that the harder you try to manifest your desires, the further they slip from your grasp? What if the very act of trying is the reason your dreams remain out of reach? You see, the universe doesn't respond to your effort. It responds to your state of being.
When you detach,
you don't lose control.
You gain freedom.
Let go of control.
That's when life
starts to flow.
The law of detachment. When you detach from everything, you attract everything. When you don't need any external energy to complete you, everything becomes inherently attracted to you. When you don't need anything, you gain everything. The best things in life come to you when you aren't searching for them.
What's your thoughts that become your words? What's your words that become your actions? What's your actions that produce your future? The secret of letting go is knowing that life will give you something better than whatever it asks you to give up. That's the secret of letting go. It is the secret of being fearless. It is the secret of being at peace with yourself. Because when we realize that life is one whole beautiful movement that cannot contradict itself with anything that it does within itself, and that we as human beings have the ground of that very life.
A crucial aspect of manifesting your desires is detachment. Have you ever struggled with letting go and trusting the process? Let's clarify what detachment means in the context of manifestation. Detachment is not about giving up on your desires or becoming indifferent to them. Instead, it's about releasing the anxiety, obsession, and constant focus on whether or not your desire will manifest. Think of detachment as a peaceful state of trust, where you know that your desire is already yours, and you no longer feel the need to control or force its manifestation. This trust allows the universe to work its magic. A powerful concept is living in the end. This means assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, as though it has already happened.
And here's the paradox. To get what you want, you must stop chasing it. It doesn't hear your words or your pleas. It feels your energy. When you try, when you push, you're signaling one thing: I don't have it. And so the universe echoes that back. More wanting, more longing, more lack, loss and limitation. But when you shift your state of being, when you act, feel and live as though what you desire is already yours, the universe adjusts. It matches you with what it mirrors, the energy that you embody. Think about this. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to effortlessly attract love, abundance and success? It's not luck at all. They've mastered the art of being. They don't wait to feel abundant. They radiate abundance. They don't search for love. They are love. So here's the secret. Stop grasping at what you want. Let go of the need for control and simply align with it. When you embrace gratitude for what you already have, when you feel as though your desires are already fulfilled, the universe responds. Not because you forced it, but because you finally became it. The only thing standing between you and your desires, it's not the universe, it's you. Stop trying, start being. Everything I ever wanted, I will get, because I believe in myself and I trust in my process. You see, some people call it luck, but I call it the will to never give up. It may not happen right now, but you best believe it will happen later. The key to success was to set a goal and then to stay with it until you achieve success in at least one important thing. And your subconscious mind will then accept that success experience and then store it like a pattern or a template. And then from then on, your subconscious will drive you, direct you, and guide you to repeat the pattern of success in other things that you attempt. However, the law of detachment says that while you must stay committed to the process, you must not cling to how or when the success will arrive. When you detach from the outcome, you will allow your subconscious mind and the universe to work together more freely without resistance or pressure. Another way of saying it is that nothing succeeds like success. Psychologists have demonstrated that achievement brings you a natural high. Once you've experienced your first great success, not only are you unconsciously programmed to to repeat it, but nothing else will ever give you the same wonderful sense of satisfaction. When you balance this drive for achievement with detachment, you create a powerful flow. You act with purpose but without desperation. You trust that your efforts will bear fruit, and that trust keeps your mind calm, focused, and creative. In this way, the law of detachment doesn't weaken your desire. It strengthens your belief that success is inevitable while freeing you from the anxiety of trying to control every small detail.
The law of detachment will literally help cure your anxiety. Anxiety is this feeling you get that you think something's going to happen. You feel that this threat's coming, that you're in danger, and it kicks in that fear, which is anxiety, and you're thinking about something that hasn't even happened yet. With the law of detachment, you understand to relinquish your attachment to an expected outcome. Everybody has a set outcome in their head. You know, when they start doing something, they want X to happen. That doesn't mean give up the intention on it. That just means give up the desired outcome in your head. Do it because you want to do it. You know, when you don't expect anything, everything you get in life is a gift. And that is precisely what the law of detachment is. Always expect nothing, because often it's your own expectations that are holding you back from your desires and from getting something. But if you just do and don't expect, then everything is a gift. Don't let your expectations define who you are. Don't get so strung up on a certain desire and expectation, and that takes away from actually doing whatever that is. You know, oftentimes I find that most people's desires aren't even their own true desires. They're desires that were put on them from society and the way they grew up and the world that they live in now and the world that they surround themselves with. But once you're able to detach from that and just do things for you, then you just start to live with enjoyment and you like doing everything. You don't care because you're doing it for you. If you love drawing but you suck at drawing, who cares? You're not doing it for an outcome. You're doing it because you like to do it. If you love singing but you're not the best singer, you do it because you like it. Nobody's gonna hear you. You just do it because you like it. And the more you attach yourself to an outcome when you're doing something, the more you're a victim to that. So when that doesn't happen, right, if you're expecting something, you don't get it, then you start to feel that you're not worthy and that you can't do it. Same thing with people. Don't expect anything from people, because when you expect something from someone and they don't give you that and you don't get that expectation, you start to resent them. You start to dislike them, you know? And that's the worst thing. That's what I find most often with people. It's almost like their ego getting in the way because somebody's not that ideal person for them. So they walk away. You know, and often the way we see the world is how you are inside. So think about that.
I was too focused on I need to have this, I need to have fun, I need to succeed, I need to grow, I need to be bigger and bigger. I was chasing so many things at once, and I didn't even realize how much that pressure was controlling me. That one day, I just let go. I stopped wanting so much. Whatever's meant to happen, will happen. And the moment I did that, everything started falling into place. The things I was chasing started finding me, and it happened fast. That kind of belief is not naive, it's power in the purest form. Because once you truly believe it's already yours, you stop chasing, you stop negotiating with fear. Belief is the ultimate filter. It deletes the distractions, it silences the noise, it makes the how irrelevant, and keeps you locked in on the why. Most people are anxious because they keep opening the door to anxiety, opening the door to thoughts that don't match the life they're building. But when your belief is sharp, everything else fades away. You move different, you speak with less doubt, you stop performing and start becoming. And that's when manifestation kicks in. Not when you write it down once, not when you talk about it, but when the belief is so strong, it makes anything else feel laughable. You don't need the perfect plan. You just need conviction. That kind that can walk through the fog like it's already seen the view. Make the belief louder than the fear and let the magic meet you in motion as the stuff of our soul. And you tell me, why is it that when things come along that we don't want, and the answer is simple, because we think life has come to take something away from us. And on one hand, it has, but it never takes that if it doesn't give us something better.
The moment you let go is the moment things begin to move. In manifestation, detachment isn't giving up. It's stepping out of the way. When you obsess, overthink, or force an outcome, you signal lack. You're saying, I don't have it yet, and that becomes your energetic broadcast. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you trust. You've set your intention, aligned your energy, and now you release the need to control the how or when. That openness creates space for the universe to respond. The more you let go, the more flow you allow. It's in that surrender that things unfold faster, smoother, and often in ways you didn't expect. Desire is the spark. Belief is the fuel. But detachment, that's the doorway. When you let go, you let it in.
You care too much about life, and that's why you're failing. You have to detach. You literally can't care at all about anything, ever. Because what you're saying to yourself when you care a lot, when you worry that you're in a state of lack, if you have something, if you have everything you ever want, why would you ever care about having it? You can't care about money, you can't care about success. It's a massive, massive important principle. The second you stop caring, the second you receive. The moment you stop needing anything is the moment everything starts chasing you. They are desperate for success, for validation, and that's what pushes them all away. If you want to become successful and you want to achieve these things, you need to be detached from them. You need to be almost flowing. So these things just naturally come to you. They naturally attract to you. When you are needy, when you are chasing, when you're doing everything you can to achieve something, it almost pushes it away. It almost runs from you. When we really, really want something, we put it on a pedestal and we energetically separate ourselves from it. If something's really, really important, it's not equal to your identity, so there are balancing forces that come into our reality to literally block that thing from coming into your life. But it's also with this notion that that thing over there is going to make us happy on the inside. So the balancing forces of the universe can't help but keep it from you, because it's like you haven't learned the lesson. It's like you have a dog and you're chasing a dog. What does the dog do? It just runs away, playing the game. It's playing off that energy dynamic. They are creating all this resistance, and that resistance actually blocks what you want.
You take your phone, you're tossing it up like this, you can do this all day long, right? You're not worried about dropping it. But you take this phone and you put it over a 5-story balcony, and doing that makes your heart rate go up. You sweat, and you might actually drop your phone. The thing that you don't want to happen because you're overthinking it happens. Your life works the same way. By you trying to control outcomes and over-prepare and over-plan and what's gonna go wrong, that becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. This is my one interview and my one shot. Okay, I can't mess this up. Again, you're gonna be robotic and stiff. Thank you, we've seen enough. We'll contact you if we're moving forward. And no judgment, we all do this. When we over-attach to things, our results are worse, not better. The solution is to ease up, is to act more. Plan less, act more. If you're thinking too much, you're not acting enough.
You create your future by envisioning it. People that are successful are often called visionaries. And the reason is they close their eyes and they see the future. By visualizing your goals as already accomplished, by seeing it nothing but net every time, the body starts to respond and adjust itself to create the result. When you visualize what it is that you want, it opens up your perceptual filter to let in more information. Right now, you're not aware of what you're feeling in your right foot, but as soon as I say it, you can feel it. It's getting filtered out by a part of the brain called the reticular system. You are filtering out resources and solutions to your problems all day long, and the only reason you're filtering them out is because you've had an image in your head that you are going to solve those problems and get those results. It programs this part of the brain. You will only see enough to match your vision. If you think you're a 100,000 euro a year person, you're going to see just enough to make you 100,000 euros a year. Belief is a skill. Belief requires so much development. It's hard to believe things you can't see. It's hard to believe when you're skinny or overweight that you can have a six-pack or a crazy physique. It's hard when you're poor to believe that one day you can be rich. It's hard to believe when your mother is working a 9-to-5 or 2 jobs that you can actually retire her in a couple of years. But if you can sit there and have a conversation with yourself and believe that all things are possible, that everything is possible, because like I said, It all starts in the mind. The mind is like the steering wheel of your life. And if you can't take control of your mind, someone else will control it for you.
Now let me make one point here that's absolutely critical. It is simply this, is that if you scratch with the turkeys, you can't fly with the eagles. That if you spend time with losers, you will be a loser yourself. That David McClelland of Harvard found that 99% of the failure rate in life could be attributed to associating with people who were going nowhere. Because we're so strongly influenced by the people around us. We talk like them, we walk like them, we take on their attitudes, their values, their beliefs, their expectations, even their self-concepts. If we associate with negative people, critical people, cynical people, lazy people, people who waste their time, we will become exactly like them. Every one of us has the tendency to be like a chameleon. We take on the colorings and the behaviors of the people around us. So it's very important that you make a decision what you want to be like, and you begin to associate with people who are like that. And especially get away from the losers. Get away from the no-hopers. Get away from the negative people, because these people will drag you down as surely as an anchor would drag you down if it was tied to your leg.
If you're someone who constantly thinks about their dream life, who knows that it's meant to happen, you see it day and night in your mind, in your visions, in your thoughts, why are you constantly stressed out about the idea of it happening? When you're constantly stressing out over the outcome of something, the world will recognize that and see that you're not confident in the outcome happening, in the ability of the outcome happening. It's like in school when you took an exam and you cared about the outcome and the results of your score, and you constantly thought about it. And when you got it back, it was a flunk. But then again, when we took exams and we disregarded the outcome of it, and you passed. We got it back and we passed. That's because the universe is always listening. It knows when you're confident about an outcome. It knows when you're worthy of something. And when you're constantly stressed out over the outcome of your own life, the world is going to recognize that and see that you're not ready for it. You need to use the law of detachment to detach from the outcome of certain things happening in your life, and certain things happening in your life, to detach from the outcome of certain things in life. If you knew you were meant to live a great life, if you knew you were meant to live a great life, a successful life, detach from the outcome of it, and that builds that life, and work on the skill that builds that life. You have to believe it's possible, because you can create your reality, the perception that you have of the world. If you think there's only scarcity, there's no opportunities, that's how you're going to interact with reality. But if you think there's abundance, if you think there's opportunities, then these things will manifest themselves to you. So you have to believe that you can do it. When you're so detached to a point that you know that you and your higher self has the best place in you, you can sit back, you can completely enjoy every beautiful moment, where you can detach to the point that you are always present and you are trusting in each and every moment to be exactly what it needs to be. That, in my opinion, is when you will find the greatest joy. The quickest way I can put it, applying the law of detachment and really going for your goal without being attached to it. It's about the clarity of your mind. When you are attached to something, it's easier for you to be the quickest way I can put it, applying the law of detachment and really going for your goal without being attached to it. It's about the clarity of your mind. When you are attached to something, it's easier for you to be triggered emotionally. It's easier for you to be irritated. It is easier for it to build up and bother you, and for you to be frustrated with not achieving the result in something you don't think as emotionally. It's easy for you to think constructively, to think objectively. It is easy for you to take your ego out of the conversation and say, what is the true way to achieve this goal by any means necessary? Not my way, but the way. And how can the way to achieve it contribute to my way, my story, and how I'm going to go about achieving what I want out of life? But before you can reach anything, you have to believe it can happen. You don't just mistakenly become great at something. You have to believe that you already have whatever it is that you want. And the reason you have to believe that you already have it is because the subconscious mind is only operating in the present. It's just like a program. If you say, my new car is coming, I'm going to get a new car, it's coming, well, then it's always going to be coming. You have to go and test drive the car. You've got to feel the car, you have to smell the car, then visualize being in that car. If you do that enough, that's how you will come to believe you actually have the car. And the moment that you believe, manifestation is instantaneous. Detach myself from the outcome. A lot of you out there are doing a lot of things right, and you're still not seeing the success you think you should be seeing. The problem may not be your system or your habits. You might be doing all the right things. The problem might be your expectation or your idea of what it should look like. This rule applies to anything, fitness, business, anything that takes a long time to succeed in. Instead of focusing on what am I doing wrong that's not creating the results I want, ask yourself, am I assigning to myself unrealistic or a downright inaccurate timeline for what success should manifest into? Detach yourself from the outcome and do the behaviors that you know you're supposed to be doing. The natural byproduct will be the outcome that you seek. It may not come when you decide it should, but it will happen. One of my favorite quotes says, "The man who loves walking will always walk further than the man who loves the destination." Keep that in mind as you pursue your goals. If you fall in love with the process, if you fall in love with getting better, you will get there. But if you fall in love with what's at the end, you will probably quit. You have to absolutely believe you can. And that belief will make the world move out of your way like a small drop of water on a rock. Eventually, there will be a river. Keep believing that you can. From that belief comes all of the skills. Remember, failure is feedback. Speaking, sales, how to build a business, all of that comes through persistence. You stay persistent, you gain skills, and then you gain knowledge. But it all starts with that one thing, persistence. Visualize it, but also feel it. Close your eyes, smile to yourself, and feel yourself there. And believe me when I say, you can manifest it. I know you think I'm crazy. I'm telling you, it's the joke in life. I know you think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, you can't go to places physically till you get there emotionally.
Many people come to me and say, well, I'm working for a negative boss, or I'm in a negative relationship. And I say this, if you're working for a negative boss, you'll never realize your potential working for that boss. You'll never be happy, and you'll never accomplish everything you're capable of accomplishing. They say, well, if I'm in a negative relationship, what do I do? I say, you have to ask yourself this question. Do you want to fulfill your potential as a human being or not? If you want to fulfill your potential as a human being, here's the facts. I'm not making the facts up, I'm just telling you, here's the facts. But if you associate with losers, you'll be a loser. And it's been worked on for 25 years, and they can't find any exceptions to it. And I've spoken to thousands of people who've told me that coming to terms with this is one of the hardest things that they ever did. Because sometimes it means that you have to say goodbye to family, say goodbye to friends, say goodbye to relatives, say goodbye to relationships. The sooner you do it, the better.
Visualization is used by everyone. From Lewis Hamilton, driving his car around the track, to David Beckham before he takes a free kick. Visualization is the art of sitting in one place. Close your eyes and visualizing. What's the track going to look like? What's that turn going to feel like? How that ball is going to move. It's visualizing the process, not the result. And that's what's fascinating. Western society has made it all about visualizing the result. Visualize yourself at the top of the podium, in the goal. But the smartest people in the world are visualizing the process and the work and the journey. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. If you can see the vision of what you want in your head, the chance of holding it in your hand is exponentially higher because you can't physically hold it in your hand before you actually see it in the mind. How is it going to feel when your dreams become a reality? Whatever it is, governor, congressman, senator, the yacht, the boat, the trips, the travel, the accolades, the respect, the comment from your mom, the comment from your dad, your teacher, your professor, your enemy, your competitor. How is it going to feel in that moment? If you convince yourself that that feeling is amazing, then you will be willing to pay the price that the man needed for your big dreams to become a reality. Vision. Vision is going to direct your life if you let it. Use it constructively. See what you want. Don't spend any time on thinking what you don't want. When you get a picture in here, make it big, make it beautiful. You'll be glad you did. The most important thing that you can have is that you have a vision, that you have a goal. Because without that vision and without that goal, you're just drifting around and you're never going to end up anywhere. People don't just become successful by accident. Your life will become peaceful when you quit trying to control every single outcome that happens. This ties in the law of detachment. Quit focusing on what you could get and focus on what you could give. Many people are focused on the output. What am I going to get from this? When am I going to get it? How much am I going to get? And they're not focused on the input. How much work can I put in today? How can I show up for myself today? That's when the peace really begins. You're not anxious about the future. That's what anxiety is. You are sitting there freaking out about a possibility that could happen. And 9.9 times out of 10, that possibility never actually happens. But you are up in your head, focus on the outcome so hard that your brain starts to play against you. If you just make a plan, whatever it is, make a plan to the best of your ability and execute on that plan every single day. That's what I mean when I say input. When you have a plan for a goal and you know exactly what to do, just do the input, do exactly what you know you must do, and eventually the outcome will happen. You don't know exactly what the result is, but that takes away the stress and anxiety because you don't know how to control your brain. Detachment goes something like this. Everything you want, every desire that you have is already done. You have every single thing you need. So knowing that, enjoy this day. Enjoy every simple thing you can. The blue sky, the sun, this beautiful place, every single thing that's in your life. The phone that you're holding, that you're watching this on. Be grateful you have it. Be grateful you have access to clean water. Find joy in every single moment in life. Detach yourself from the things that hold you back, from worry, from fear, and from the false importance we often give to external situations. We're going to dive deep into why the only real issue you will ever face is your own mortality and how everything else pales in comparison. You will see life in a different light and the unnecessary burden of constant worry will begin to lift. Detachment doesn't mean not caring at all or living life without emotion. It's not about becoming indifferent to the world. Detachment is the conscious decision to remove your emotional investment in things that you can't control. When I first moved into this apartment, I looked at these 4 walls to be the place I would heal and I would take control over my life again. And therefore I put attachment into achieving certain things. I would expect certain outcomes. And ultimately I ran myself further and further into the ground. I'm struggling to let go of the idea that someone betrayed me. Struggling to let go that comes with running my own business and the pressure that I put on myself. But what I'm realizing is the thing that might change my life isn't working hard or having more discipline or manifesting more. It is actually being able to let go everything that controls my energy, because you can't control everything. If someone wants to leave, let them, because you are never anyone else's. You are your own. You have everything you need right here to be happy in this present moment. Allow yourself to be who you are. Remember, uncertainty is reality and solutions will always emerge. So never change who you are. When you're desperate, I want money, I want success, I want growth. You're trying your best to get there, but it won't come to you. You need to practice the law of detachment. Once you know what the law of detachment is and you put it into play, that's when success will naturally come to you. No more great decisions in your life. It serves the man or woman that you want to become, the business you want, the father you want to be, or the wife you want to be, the mom you want to be, the leader you want to be. Your actions either serve towards the person you want to be or away from the person you want to be. If you get rid of, well, maybe, kind of, surfing on my phone a little bit, binging on Netflix a little bit, or hanging out with negative people for a little bit. If you want to go to the next level, it either takes you towards the person you want to be or away from the person you want to be. Everything else is a no. I think being attached to things, the outcomes, is the root of all suffering. You shouldn't care about the outcome. Just focus entirely on the input and the work you're putting in. You don't have control over the outcome. Detaching from the outcome and just focusing, putting your best foot forward and creating the best work possible. If you do that for long enough, there's no chance that you won't succeed. If you build a beautiful garden, butterflies will fly to you. But if you're trying to chase the butterflies, they will all fly away from you. So you need to focus on building yourself, building your interior. Get attached from the exterior results and instead get attached to your interior, to what you're building. Get attached to your purpose. If you think it's impossible for you, it is, because you believe in your heart that for you it is impossible. You've set that limitation in your mind. If you think with an I can't do it attitude, guess what? You're right.